Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. It took me a little bit longer to get back than I thought it would because I misplaced my mouse. And I need the mouse for playing the Hobbit. And where I found it, I found it in the bag of chips that I had sitting next to my bed. I lifted up the bag looking to see if the mouse was behind it somehow. And realized the bag was like really heavy, like heavier than it should have been for the amount of chips it had left in it. And it's because the mouse was in there. So I don't know how that happened, but at least I found it. So let's get the game going. Let me navigate to it. There we go. Okay, there we go, that one. The Hobbit. Yes, I want it to run. Let's run it. Give it to me now. Give me control of my mouse back. Game. Hobbit. Sierra. Okay, get me to the game. So last time we played this, we went and we did all the side quests, I believe. Yeah, all side quests done. There's some other crap in this area, but I don't care enough to get it. So we're just gonna go right to this part. So I have to save often because I remember there's some kind of potential soft lock here. I'm gonna start a new save so that we can go back to this old one if things go awry. I always used to think that word was, before I'd ever like heard that said out loud, I thought the word was awry. If things go awry, it's awry. Go into the soft lock zone. Potential soft lock zone, I should say. But that's like a big, whoa. Holy crap, I almost died. I think it's safe that we should start over there, don't you? That's a start over if I ever saw one. Bum 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 bum. That's death. I think the idea was I was supposed to do it better this time, not worse. You know? That seemed like a good idea. Wow, that guy was not even looking. That one dwarf doesn't even want to look at Bilbo when he's doing this. I don't even want to think about you sliding down those vines, Bilbo. Frankly, it disgusts me. You filthy hobbits and your sliding I'm sure that's what he's like, right? Oh my god, we're going to die! I'm surprised he didn't just, like, go splat. Like, he still had the wherewithal to go, ugh, and fall over. Like, you'd think he would just be a Hobbit-shaped smear on the floor at that point. Now I'm thinking of that chills thing. If I saw that thing, it would be... I would stomp on it until it was a red stain, or however that goes. Biss remembers that better than I do. the brown stain or whatever. Oh goodness. There's some kind of gimmick in this area, but I don't remember what it was exactly. It's, take a little bit of damage there, I guess. New game. I think these pushable blocks are part of the soft lock, so we have to be careful. I'm not sure why I just put it there. I mean, there was an indent on the floor that looked like you should put it there, but I don't know what that accomplished exactly. To be H. To be TBH. To be honest. Well, fiddlesticks. Money. But when you break those rocks, they like do a weird thing. They like start floating away. Did you notice that? Did you notice the bits of the rocks start floating away? Now what? Not sure where we are navigating to exactly. I think we're supposed to go down. That seems reasonable, right? There's crap down there. And there's, for some reason, this black blob on the floor that's vaguely square-shaped. Okay. Yeah. Also, it's less a soft lock and more like permanently ruined save file you can end up with, so I have to make a new save file so that if one gets permanently ruined, I still have a backup. You know? See if I can make it to that pole. Yes, I can. It worked out well. The only issue is with that information is that I have absolutely no memory of what causes the permanently ruined save file. So I don't know what to do to avoid it other than just make sure I have many save file. Well, let's just go down here. You want Bilbo to fight Smog? Well, the most you got was he fought Smog with words. Actually, I think it's supposed to be pronounced Smaug. I always say Smog, but I think it's like an ow sound. Making a new save. Money? Okay, well when I broke those rocks, their pieces didn't float away. Because it was just those other rocks earlier. All the money for Bilbo. Bilbo's gonna be rich. Rich Hobbit. A wealthy hobbit. Boy, that's not a very good looking waterfall effect, is it? They could have, like, if they put just like a little bit of splashing at the bottom of that. Doesn't even have to be all that fancy. That would look so much better. Just a little, like these, just put these little splashing sprites that Bilbo's making right now. Put those at the bottom of the waterfall. Like, see the splashes that Bilbo makes? Make the waterfall make those. Also, do you like that this place has a drain? Just got a... There's a drain here? Oh, there's another treasure chest. Wow, really? Just this damp cave underneath the Dragon's Keep. Has a drain. Okay. Let's plug that said drain. And now it's a race against time. Let go, Bilbo. Oh, crud muffins. Race against the water, I guess. Less than it is about a race against time. Wasn't there a section in A Hat in Time that was kind of like this? I'm remembering a part where you had to outrun water in A Hat in Time. Wasn't it the well? And have a million smog saves here. The block popped in a little late there on the drain. It was draining out and then the game realized, oh wait, no, it's not supposed to be, there's a block here. Alright, Bilbo, get up there. Bilbo, can you get up there? There you go. That ledge was a little glitchy. Okay, now what? Just wait for the water to keep coming? Is it going to keep coming? Is it getting any higher? Looks like it has stopped. Well, where's the drain for this level? It's right there. I've got a block over it. Does it not count? Is this how you soft lock it? Because there's no way around that. The water is caught up. I think we've discovered what the soft lock is. You gotta be real precise with the blocks, I guess. Utter precision. Well, no, I mean, it was up to this drain. Did I miss a chest down there? It looks like I missed a chest. The water too deep. Like, is this one, like, off slightly or something? Like, look, it's plugged. What does it want out of me? That's what it wanted out of me, okay. So I do them one at a time to make sure I have them lined up properly. Finicky, yes. Oh, I guess I have that one lined up properly. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Get up there. I don't have time for this, Bilbo. I don't have time for you glitching with the ledge. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Bilbo is dead. Flush Smaug out like the big poop he is. He's not even in the layer anymore, remember? He left. So I guess we did kind of flush him out. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, remember we spent a whole bunch of time in there with him not there? Exploring. Okay, I'm gonna wait here so I have some, so I'm ahead of the water. Yeah, it's definitely getting higher. Someplace even higher. Okay, it stopped. I didn't line this up. Now I did. I was almost there. Go, Bilbo, go, Bilbo, go, Bilbo, go, Bilbo. Bilbo, go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go for it, Bilbo. Bilbo. I'd hate that ledge. Why does that ledge have to be like that? Why is it gonna do me like that? I think I did this incorrect. I think I'm supposed to get on that platform earlier. I think. That makes sense? Also, hold on, I can't see some of the information about the stream. There we go, now I can see all the information about the stream that I need. I couldn't tell what the bitrate was, so, which I like to keep an eye on. Alright, Bilbo. How many times, take your bets now, how many times do you think it's going to take me to manage this? If only Bilbo would learn how to swim, this would be so much easier. Alright, now we wait for this part to happen. 2 times, Shan says? Okay. 2 more? Oh, it's still coming up. Gotta get going. Bilbo, please. My god, Bilbo. Okay, I think I'm supposed to go this way. And... no? I'm real confused at that part. Is anyone else confused at that part? I'm confused at that part. Let's try again. There we go. Okay. Saving here. Because I know we're good. Okay, let's find out how we do. It's still coming. Okay. Why is that one so much less finicky than the other one? Okay, I can't get onto that platform from here. Which is what my guess was earlier for some reason. Oh, I saw more blue thing. Bilbo, why did you jump off? Oh! No! Alright, well we're on 3 times, Shan. You had more confidence in me than was warranted, I guess. Okay, when the blue things show up, that means you did it. Come on, Bilbo. Let's do this thing. Why do I get stuck on that ledge every time? I know it's coming, and I still get stuck. Okay, so I'm supposed to go up there. Makes much more sense than what I was doing. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, let's wait for this to catch up. I'm assuming I don't have that block in the right spot. The water effect doesn't look bad, does it? We've had a good idea of how to do nice looking water effects for a long time, I think. Alright, Bilbo, let's get out of here. Or you drown. No, Bilbo. Why did you jump down off the ledge? You were supposed to go up! Up, Bilbo, not down. You spingus. There you go. It automatically lets go when you get it in the right spots. That's nice. That's a good way to figure out if you've done it correctly. I think the soft lock must be you could save when the water is too high up for you ever to like have enough time to escape. That's my guess. That wasn't it. Was that thing clipping through the rocks on the side? It's a big door clipping through the rocks. I think it's clipping through the rocks, everyone. It's almost like this is a video game or something. Alright. So I know I'm supposed to jump this one. I don't see any more blue doodads, though, to tell me where to... Bilbo, why? Bilbo... I think once I get to that one, I think I'm supposed to wait for the thing to get there. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. Let's try that. That's what makes sense to my little brain. No! Bilbo! No! That's just my fault. I keep hitting the wrong button when I get on the ledge. Hitting the wrong button on the ledge. You'll be hitting the wrong button on the ledge. Hitting the wrong button, you'll be hitting the wrong button, you'll be hitting the wrong button on the ledge. Modern versions of folk songs. Okay, so this is going to catch up to me, I think. And I can step on it. I think it's going to get close enough that I can get on it and not die from the fall. That's what I'm betting on. It's almost here. Hopefully I don't wait too long and misjudge the depth. Nope, I got it. We're good. Ta-da! Now we just ride this to the top. We made it, everyone. This water fills up gosh darn fast. How much water is pouring out from that hole? It's a lot. We're almost there. There they are. All them dwarves. We managed not to softlock it. Wasn't that hard. Guess I misremembered it being like more difficult to avoid the soft lock than I thought. Oh no, what if it fills up all the way? I could still see the water pouring out underwater somehow. I don't know if you noticed that off to the side. Yeah, look. How does that work? How do you... What? I mean, at most you'd see like some bubbles coming out of that. How do you see the whole entire waterfall still underwater? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. What the heck? Is this like SpongeBob where there's Goo Lagoon somehow? They have water underwater? It's just... I don't understand. Does that make sense to any of you? Doesn't make sense to me. I can still hear the waterfall. Do you hear that? Hear that? What the crap? That's something. That's beautiful. What do you have to say about this?
Follow me into the dwarf city of Erebor.
You're trying to come up with a reason or solution, but you can't? Shit. Yeah. I don't know. If there was anything left that I hadn't got here that I wanted to get now, I could do it still, but never mind. It's too late to do the side quest though because the dwarves are gone and they won't accept your crap from you anymore. They left without you already. Why did I go down there anyway? It was to bring up the door so it would be a bridge for them to cross because dwarves don't like to jump. Because I got across there already just fine, but I had to like climb. And I guess dwarves are above that. I mean, I might as well just buy this. Why should I buy anything else? Story time!
It was a quiet night in Lake Town when Bard noticed a golden light in the distance. His men thought gold was flowing from the mountain, but Bard knew it was dragonfire.
Dragonfire. Animation.
Arrows splintered against the dragon's scales. The townspeople fled. As Bard knocked the black arrow, the thrush whispered to him and told him what Bilbo saw.
The bird whispered to him? How did that work? Middle Earth really is something, isn't it?
Go now and speed well.
Well, that's all it took, huh? One hit. Boy, Smaug went down like a chump.
3 days later, the ancient raven Rook told the dwarves Smaug was dead. And that the men in Woodhills were sending armies to claim a share of the treasure. Thorin sent Rook north to his cousin Dane. He called for an army of dwarves.
Wait, that dwarf on the left looks weird.
Here you are, Bilbo. The first payment of your reward. A mithril vest.
Mithril Vist.
Forged for an elf prince long ago. No less than you deserve for your help in this quest. And now I have a very important task for you. The Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain, locked in the treasury. Find a way into the treasury.
I hope they made cool leather stuff out of Smaug.
You will need to open those doors first. Talk to Oin.
Oin!
You can give him. I would trade all
Red
those
dragon
balls
shoes.
for that one jewel, Mr. Baggins. Bring me the Arkenstone.
The Arkenstone. Sealed Cask and the Lonely Mountain contain useful items. But their spells of opening are long forgotten. Break them open so their treasures can aid the quest.
I need to open these doors, but I can't figure out how. It involves these blocks, but I'll be burned if I can figure it out.
So, I remember this being kind of a long section. So, as I said at the beginning of the stream when I started Black Mesa... Durin? I think we had that short section which we finished now, that only took about half an hour. This section will probably be like an hour at most, or at least, excuse me. And then the last section I think is another like half-hour section. So I think we can manage to get this done today. Oh, that's not the right shape, is it? This is the shape that I want. How do I turn it? This is the shape I need, but it's facing the wrong way. I don't know how to turn them. This is basically just a big puzzle room.
Owen is supposed to be opening these doors, but he's having a time of it.
He's having a time of it? Time of his life?
I'm supposed to be in the water room, but I can't open this door. Talk to my brother Owen about opening these doors.
Talk to my brother Owen about opening these doors. Well, he doesn't know anything. He says, I can't do it. He's like, I don't know how to open this door. I'm a poopy head. This music. I'm just gonna collect all the crap in the room.
What odd-looking markings?
This area in particular gives me a very Zelda vibe. You would want a tooth from Smaug? Shan says. Oh. Shan says that they want a tooth from Smaug. This is very Ocarina of Time vibes right here. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've ever played that game. Delete. This area is kind of like long and intensive, if I remember correctly. Because there's all sorts of areas that you like open up from here that you have to do other things in. It's kind of interesting. Long but interesting. I don't know how to turn the blocks is the problem.
This is the way to the old treasure chamber. That wretched dragon took the grandest hall of our kingdom and befouled it for 200 years.
How's that all? Only 200?
Oof. Still stinks of dragon. No need to go down there.
Okay, Bilbo. Woof! Still stinks! Of dragon. Looks like Temple of Time, maybe? I was thinking the desert dungeon, but yeah. It's like a big Temple of Time. It's like a bunch of platforming crap up there. What the heck is that thing? Look at that thing that's like squidging around up there. How do I get that? I want that. I want that. As Cassie would say. Give me that. Excuse me? Is there even a save point around here somewhere?
Me to work on the forge, but I can't get into the room. Talk to Owen and help him open these doors.
I don't know why the name Oin bumbusses me so much whenever I hear it. Talk to Oin! Is it like too similar to groin? Is that what's getting me? Talk to groin! So I was reading a thing yesterday, so I keep talking about lately, you know, how Nintendo has like no announcements at the moment. Like we have no idea what they're doing at the moment.
I need to get into the treasury, but I can't open these
I saw
doors.
somebody saying that if there's not a Nintendo Direct by this Friday, then this will be the longest gap that there's ever been between Nintendo Directs since they've been doing them. We'll beat last year's gap.
I need to open these doors, but I can't figure out how. It involves these blocks, but I'll be burned if I can figure it out.
So that'll be interesting. And what if it turns out Nintendo just doesn't have anything at the moment? Like, yeah, we're not really making any games right now, sorry. Like that would be interesting. Yeah, we're taking a break. That would be quite interesting. Although it is not the greatest for me because I just got that capture card. So I could, you know, stream Nintendo. And then there's like nothing from Nintendo to play. I mean, well, I guess, yeah, next, like, it's gonna be March 20 by the time I have something new to stream from, or on my Switch. Which will be, it'll be a couple things. Well, I'll stream Animal Crossing, because everybody seems to want to see that. And I will stream Doom 64, because that's going to come out that day. But otherwise, new stuff I'm going to stream is pretty much just on computer or on my PlayStation. The PS4. Which, I mean, well, at least the PS4, you know. It was useful to get the capture card for that. I've been using that. I've done more streaming from the PS4, I think, than from the Switch so far. And of course I've been streaming for the NES Classic Edition as well. Although speaking on that, The Wonderful 101 is going to be ported, which is like the last like game that I would have like gotten on a Wii U, other than Super Mario 3D World. So, and that's coming to PS4, so that's probably where I will play it, and I'll stream that. The Wonderful 101 is Platinum Games. Nier Automata was Platinum, right? I mean, Square Enix is the ones who put their name all over the box. They put their name all over Nier Automata. So I always forget if Platinum did that one, but I'm pretty sure they did, right? It was a Platinum game. Okay, but I gotta figure out how do I rotate the blocks. It's not. Because, like... crap. They need to be rotate. Oh, I see, I can get up there. There's like this weird little scaffolding. Why is there like one wooden structure here and nowhere else? Okay. You've forgotten how to read runes? I don't even know if these are even real runes. These are like Middle-earth runes. Gear belt. Well, what the crap do I do with the gear belt? Some of them look like real ones? I mean, they might be. Like, obviously I don't know, but somebody else might know. They're like dwarf language. Well, the gear belt is not going to help me turn the blocks, I don't think. But I'm sure it'll help me at some point. The Lonely Mountain. You wanna know if they put a message on there? Well, the game has translations for what they say. But, well, this block... Neither of these blocks match up with the blocks over there either. So do I use the ring? No. What the crap am I supposed to do? How do I turn the blocks? Because they're not facing the right way. Like what the... What? What? How does this work? I've beaten this part of the game before, so I figured it out at some point. But apparently not today. This one needs like a straight line. It needs like this one, but this is like on the side. How do you rotate block? How to rotate? Rotati. What are... What? Spin the block, Bilbo. This is not... Let's look at the controls. Strafe, we have turn as mouse. Can I like... Can't map this. What if I make it like... that and that. Will that do it? No. It does not do it. There's crouch, there's use, attack, there's jump, F. It's like... So there was... Oh, you use jump. That's how you... And then you turn it like that. Wow. Well, at least we're somewhere. This is the worst way to turn this. Do we need this symbol to be on this side here? So, gonna have to use some like math. It's gonna be oriented the wrong way, but it's gonna be on that side. So that's closer. Oh, and now we... There we go. Okay. That was way too much of a struggle to figure out the control for that. Oh wait, it's upside down. I think we can fix that though. Now that we have it on the correct side. Wait, then it's back. This is the wrong symbol, it's backwards. And we need this symbol, this one. This one. Okay. Now we have the symbol we need. It's a fairly interesting puzzle once you know the control for it, which I wish the game would have just told me instead of me having to like press every button until one of them works. Nice little sound. Very generic. Okay, so we need the one that like sticks out, sticks his little footy out. This one, I think. It looks right to me. It's upside down. But we can fix that. Upside downness can be fixed. Okay, now we push it over. And over here we go. There we go. Krr. Looks like K and R. Okay, now for these ones. We want... which one was it? It was on this block. Yeah, this one on this block. It's gonna be upside down, but we can fix that when we get there. There we go. Okay, let's push it on over, push it on over. And this one looks like a Y and an X. Vaguely. Alright, get it in there. There we go. Okay, now last but not least, I think it's this symbol, this one on the side here. That looks right. Yeah, because it should have a little foot on the end of it, and this one has a little foot. And alley-oop. Pretty simple puzzle. The hard part was just figuring out how to control it, but like I said, once you get that part down, then it's easy. It's like a one-side, it's like... it's a 1x1 Rubik's Cube. Oh, he goes running in there. All them door open. So I got a lot of places I'm supposed to go to on this stage, don't I?
This is some stonework, eh, Bilbo? Puts those shabby goblin holes to shame.
Not gonna comment on the fact that I've managed to open the door.
Retrieve the Arkin stone, Bilbo. We have little time here.
Alright, chat. Which door should we go through first? We got like 5 of them to choose from. Which one do you want first? I don't know what any of them are. This one's got like a picture of a gem on it. And it's got spider webs. Just check them all out and see which one the consensus is to do first. One with treasure. Well, that's probably the gem one. This one's got gears. That one has nothing. Also, Shan, can you tell me, you're the only one whose messages I see in the chat. Can you tell me if your messages are the only ones, or if I'm missing ones from other people? I can't tell. I don't have enough information. Treasury. Others are silent. Okay, good to know. Wow, I clobbered that spider. Let's heal before I die. How about something good to you? Oops. I got poison again. It's like Western sounding music. Am I gonna die from the poison? How about let's not? Oh, I got unpoisoned. I got repoisoned. How about I just use all of my healing from this first wave of spiders in this level. This is quite the song. How did you get past the spiders,
The treasure behind those doors is worth
Mr.
more
Dwarf?
than all the Shire.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Bilbo, but I don't think the Shire is actually worth all that much, to be honest.
To open the treasure chamber, you'll need a new key.
You'll need a new key.
Smaug looted these halls. Go to the forge and ask Bifur to make a new one. To use the key, you need to expose the keyhole. Each of those chains lowers that column a bit. You need to pull all 4 chains to lower the keyhole all the way.
Okay. So we need to forge a new key. A new key. I feel like Link right about now. Health potion, that's good. Seeing how I just used a whole bunch of them. Can use as many of those as I can get now. I really clobbered those ones good, didn't I? So this game is kind of like Zelda Ocarina of Time if Zelda Ocarina of Time focused more on the fighting as opposed to the puzzles. And also if Ocarina of Time had like less combat options. There's no like flip moves or anything you can do really. You have like your one like jump move. And like that's it. Otherwise you're just clicking the button. And more spiders. I mean there was... Yeah, I think there's more spiders in this than Ocarina of Time. I mean there were spiders in Ocarina of Time. Skulltulas. Wait, where's the 4th chain? He said there was 4 chains I had to pull. What happened to the other one? There's like only one on this side. Maybe the other chain has to be let down? I have to climb up? What happens if I climb up? Can I get anywhere from up here? Well, it looks like I can make it to that ledge. Or maybe I can just glitch. Yeah, this is fine, right? Oh yeah, that's how you... Yeah, sure. That's how you get up there. Good. Okay. That's probably exactly how you were meant to get up here, right? Definitely. There was certainly no other way that you're supposed to get up here. Certainly not anything else. Oh yeah, there's a chain missing. There's no chain at all here. Probably get that someplace else. Or something like that. What if it's glitched and there's supposed to be a chain there? But it didn't load for some reason. Well, this is just a dead end and like, oh boy, I don't like what the camera does in here. Oh no, I'm getting out of here. Oh god. Okay. I didn't like that one. No, sorry. No, thank you. I think I'm up here early. Well, I mean, I know I'm up here early, so I think there's some things that are, like, not ready for me to be here yet. Like this passageway here. This music. What's with this music? Sounds like Star Wars. Okay, I'm up here now. Sequence breaking, I think. I'm using speedrun tactics. What if instead of a health potion, it was a Heath potion? Wouldn't that be interesting? Heath potion? Potion of Heath? Penny Heath? Well, Cassie has had quite the influence on me. I think there's an invisible wall happening right about here. Alright, well that's about all the sequence breaking I can do. Oh wait, what about this? Where does this go? Uh-huh. Shortcut. Shortcut. Go ahead and save there. Yeah, I'm gonna save here, and then one moment, I'm gonna put the stream announcement back out. Stream announcement out. And then we continue. Do. Let's go, let's figure out which way is the forge. Let's go this way. I know that way's not the forge, that's the engine room or whatever. Water room. I'm sure the water room is useful. It's probably not useful for forging things, because generally you do that with fire and not water, and as everyone knows, fire does not swim. Fire can't swim. What the crap? Yeah, it just gets hit by spikes, why don't you, Bilbo? Look behind me? That's a thought. You must walk through Erebor to get to its heart. Yeah, I probably should have read these signs. Let's walk through Erebor. Is this Erebor? Yes, this is Erebor. So it's the H, the up, the H, the R, the triangle, the up. H up, H R, triangle up. H up, H R, H up, H R, triangle up. H up, H R, triangle up. Ta-da!
This must be the room that powers the rest of the kingdom.
Wow! Time for more puzzles?
My father built this room. It's most ingenious. These canals direct water into each room. Those that exit the front power functions in other rooms of the mountain.
Power functions, like
Those that
Lego?
go out the side. Well, I don't know what those do exactly. Use those switches to direct the water where you will.
Nice clean water, Shan says.
The canals active at once.
Unlike what we just had in Black Mesa, yes. This is basically the exact same thing we were just dealing with in Black Mesa, but with nice clean water instead of poo-poo. Solid water. Oh, I see. It's showing what rooms they go to. So we should probably do this first, so that all the other rooms get the water. This is goofy music. Amazing. This music is so silly. Hobbit music. Wow, climbing animation. Bum, 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 bum. Master jump tactics, stick. There's even more damage. Oh, one of these puzzles. Oops, no. What are the controls for this? Oh, those are the controls. Tells me the controls. I got water going there now. A secret. So go like that. Okay, that room's going now. Riveting gameplay, I know. Okay, everything at once. Whoa, I level up from that. How does one get to the other side? Looks like there's a chain over there. But the ladder broke. You need to get the lift going first. Wow, just climb on the side of it, Bilbo. Good job, Bilbo. Good Bill job. Bill Jobs. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs combined to Bill Jobs. This waterfall looks janky. Bilbo, stop showing off. If you look at this from the wrong angle, it looks incredibly jank. Look at that. There's just like a sharp edge to the end of the water, and then it's like this. The waterfall's like floating above the water. Yeah, that's that's not the nicest looking piece of the game right there. Oh, I gotta say, I've seen better parts of this game. Save. It's not as bad, of course, as when the waterfall was still going underwater. Wow, just walk right into the spike, Bilbo. Good job. Okay, let's go find what we opened. Out in the large area. I don't know what to call it. The foyer? Foyer? Doesn't seem quite right. Doesn't seem quite what it is. Antechamber? The Grand Hall? The Butt Emporium? For all your butts and butt accessories. Butt accessories. Where's the things that opened? I know I opened some extra doors. Where were they? This music! Oh, goodness. See what changed in this room. I keep thinking it's going to be a different song than what it is, because it reminds me of another song. I can't... But when this song starts going the other direction, then I forget what the other song I was thinking of was. Aha! There's what opened. It opened in this room. Here's our treasure. It's reminding me a little bit, of course, of the Bilbo Baggins. The bravest little hobbit of them all. I suppose I haven't referenced that song yet on any of my streams of this game. Bilbo Baggins. The bravest little hobbit of them all. The bravest little hobbit in the mall. He's a mall hobbit. You know, like a mall Santa. but he's a hobbit. I think I'm losing my mind a little bit. I think I'm losing my mind a little bit here. I need to go pick that back up for me. Lost it. Could you go grab that for me? My mind over there. Thanks. Alright, Bilbo. Probably get ready to fight some more spiders. Yeah, it's spider fighting time. I see their webs. I killed them. Battle music. But it was Maul Hobbit, as in Darth Maul?
Gears must power the lift system.
Looks like some mechanical contraption is missing there, Bilbo. Can you help me find it?
Looks like some mechanical contraption. God, what is this? That doesn't sound anything like him. It sounded a little bit like Yoda. But it did not sound like that dwarf. Oh. Lovely. Now my throat hurts. I shouldn't have done that voice. It's the worst impression I've ever tried to do. And I don't often try to do impressions, so... think of that what you will. There's money down there. But if I get it, I'm going to die. I think. There's no way Bilbo can live in this water. Bilbo, like fire, does not know how to swim. Something Bilbo and fire have in common is the inability to swim.
The kingdom under the mountain is coming alive again.
Oh, these gears are broken.
No, they're not. You just fixed them. You're a little late in saying that, Bilbo. I'm gonna go save, and then I'm gonna go see if Bilbo can, in fact, survive in that water to grab that money. We just fixed them, Bilbo. I don't think that they're broken. However, these vases are broken. Okay. This game sure doesn't have a lot of different kinds of music, does it? Or just a lot of songs, I mean. Because we've heard the same ones quite a few times by now. I got the money, but at what cost? Bilbo is what? Do not recognize this word. Padarsha? Padparladarsha? Paradish? Parad? Never mind. The gem in Steven universe that sees the past. Oh. Instead of the future. I think I remember Biz telling me about that character. Everything I know about Steven universe is through Biz. Spider Bilbo does whatever a Spider Bilbo does. This isn't even the tune, the song. Woo! There we go. Yeah, I hear about many good show, but you see the problem is I don't watch anything. I spend all my time doing this as opposed to watching things. I make the things that people watch. I make things for people to watch. I do not myself watch. Hello, Biss. Are you cold? Oh, I see. You are cold. Oh god! Oh, I didn't die because I land in water. It's just like Black Mesa. Waiting and hoping it'll spring to life and burn properly at any moment now. Well, I hope so too, because a warm biss is a good biss. That's your saying of the day, everyone. Your saying to live by of February 4th, 2020. A warm biss is a good biss. Wow, I almost died. But instead I lived. Wow, death. Spider bite hurts! Hurts, spider bite! I was doing the spider bite thing during Black Mesa. I should have had it. Should have thought of it now. Don't let the spider bit you where the good Lord split you. Ouch! Ouch! Spider bite. That was almost disaster. Whoa. The chain got all weird for a second. Your butt starts sliding off. Just a big mess. Wow, that wasn't what I wanted to do at all. There we go. We gotta do the whole darn circuit to get back to where I was trying to go. You like how when Bilbo turns, he runs in place? What phrase do you love, Biss? A warm biss is a good biss? Oh. Oh, I see. Where the good Lord split you. That's where the other door opened. Don't let it bit you where the good Lord split you. Oh. Just imagine it means that your like legs were like fused together originally, and then God just like grabs them and like yanks them apart.
A sight.
Wow, crusty JPEG. Beautiful. Beautiful crusty JPEG of a sunset. Probably looked less crusty on an old CRT of the time, but well, I mean, this game, when did this game, I mean, this game natively has like high definition resolutions on it. So I mean, by the time it came out, I think we were up to flat screens. Although, well, I mean, we had a CRT monitor at the time when this game was new. So I don't know. I mean, they, at the point that this game was made, they knew of flat screens that the game could have been viewed on. So and higher resolution ones. Yeah, this game was either HD stuff had just begun to exist, or this game was very forward-thinking because it natively has 1080p resolution option. I'm want to believe that, or won't believe that it's the former rather than the latter. That you know, that HD stuff just already existed at the time this was made. So if I remember correctly, HD screens, like not for most consumers, of course, but like HD, like flat screen, I don't know about flat screen, but just high definition resolution, existed like since the 90s? Pretty sure, like 1080p existed all the way back then. Like it was like a lot longer than you'd expect, if I remember correctly, when I was learning about that stuff. It didn't start taking off until the 2000s. Didn't become viable until then. Alright, we've done the whole circuit and we're back where we were. Oh god, and I almost died. Alright, puzzle time. So we're trying to get water to all the places. There we go. Open that one. Oh, well, that doesn't really help. This, however, helps. Okay, so water does power the forge. That has to go that way. So we have to get water coming in from this direction. Yeah, like that. Easy. So now that one has opened. And that one has opened. We're all good. Did I have everything open, right? Yes, I do. Just checking. Oh, Biss, you weren't here to see this this terrible-looking waterfall, were you? Where there's like a, where the water just has like a straight edge, and then like the waterfall is like floating above the rest of the water somehow. It looks good if you look at it from the front, but the game, like, just, you have to come over here, so you're going to turn and see this. So that's interesting. Oh wait, I'm not gonna go on the lift at the moment. Save. Now that I completed this, do you have anything to say?
These canals direct water into each room. Those that exit the front.
No. Just same speech. Doesn't make sense to criticize graphics too heavily in a game this old, but I'll point them out when I notice odd things. Hey! Oh, that's a lot of money. That's the big bucks. Hey, I did it. Whoa, I just skipped Bilbo like a stone. Bilbo skipped across the water like you'd skip a stone across water. That's beautiful. That was amazing. I hope you all enjoyed that one. We still haven't opened those ones, huh? Alright then, keep your secrets. Alright, let's head in here and fight spiders again. To the forge. The Geordie LaForge. Wow, immediate poison. Wow. Time to use one of those, I think. Are they like afraid of me? I level up. Dun, 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 dun. Spider fight, spider fight. Does whatever a spider fights. Fights a spider, spider fights. This song is really stink. What is purple health? It's just extra. Means those bubbles count twice. It's like a shield. Stop biting me! Spider bite hurt. Hurt spider bite. Alright, we're on pace for the amount of time I wanted to spend on this game to complete it. I think still. Wow, poisoned. Immediately. The moment my super health gets used up. Poisoned. Gosh dang you spiders, quit poisoning me! There. Good grief. Spiders are... I don't remember the spiders being so tough. When did they get this strong? When did they get so strong? But this area's big and empty, but it has like stuff to collect just like out in the corners. Thanks, game. I don't know where those came from. From the jar, but why were they behind me? What world is this? Just like the anvils of time? Like what? Anvils of life? Anvils of fortitude? The anvils of love and conviction? Anvils of your wrath? Okay, not that one. Maybe some of those other choices, but not the last one. I see big empty areas, you expect a boss fight? Yeah, no, this is just a big empty area. There's no boss fight here. It's just the dwarf. And we don't fight dwarves, famously. Famously, Bilbo Baggins has never fought a dwarf. Thanks. Thanks for death. Lovely. This song I'm getting a little sick of. The other ones are okay. This one I'm starting to get a little bit tired of hearing it. I could do without this one. How tall is the ceiling here? Sheesh. A big hole in the ground. In the mountain.
This is nothing like any forge I've ever seen.
Oh, here's this song again. Wait, what forges has Bilbo seen in the past? Did the hobbits have a forge? Maybe he's only seen pictures? I think, to be fair, I've never actually seen a real forge, I've only seen pictures of them. So... that was a little bit haphazard, Bilbo. I feel like there was a better way you could have done that. Just shove it. What do you mean, Bilbo what, Shan? Bilbo what? You mean the way he just shoved that in there? Whoa. The cat has settled right next to you? Nice. Don't mind me, I'm not doing anything important here. This thing's on fire. Let's just kick it in there. That's fine, right?
Now that everything is working, you need a mold of the treasury key before you can use the forge. The treasury key mold is kept by the
Whenever he says
throne.
use the forge,
You
it
need to find some way to lower the throne if
makes
you
me
wish to
think.
forge a new key.
Makes me think lower. It makes me think use the force. Huh. How exactly does that work? Is it motorized? Ancient dwarf motor? Remote controlled? Like, what is going on here? Is it electric? What? I don't get it. I need a mold of the key. A mold. Bum 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 bum. I remember I got the thing that needs to go in the thing that I think is over here. The thing for the thing. Not this thing. The other one. Playing Warcraft 3? No, it's the Hobbit. Hobbit. Oh, this is the mold. This is the mold. Oh. Miss Bingus. I already have the mold. I don't know why I saw that and didn't think it was the mold. Wow, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time really hasn't aged well, has it? Yeah, I was making the Ocarina of Time comparisons earlier with this. Especially this particular area, as the Ocarina of Time vibes go in. Okay, the mold goes here. I guess that's a key. Well, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Sure. Yeah. Cape animation's on point. I mean, it tends to clip. Also, did you see what just happened with his foot for a second there? That was that was a little interesting. He broke his ankle for a second there, I think. For like a frame. How's the game so far? Control-wise? Well, we're pretty far into the game, as you noticed from the title. I'm hoping to finish the game today. I've gotten used to it. I had to like fiddle around with the controls a bit until I got it to my liking. It's a little bit awkward still, because so to turn like this is just moving the mouse left and right. If I want to look in any other direction, I have to hold down caps lock, and then I can freely move the camera around. But I can't be moving and also freely moving the camera like this. I have to stop every time I want to look or change the camera angle, which is a little awkward, but I get used to it. And this isn't exactly like a fast-paced game, so I can stop every once in a while to adjust the camera. And yes, I am using the mouse because control, like, you would not believe how terrible this game was with a controller. No, I wanted to use a controller, but it was unbelievably awful. It was basically like what I just described to you, but with like the analog sticks. And like somehow even worse than that, so gamepad was out of the question. This was much better. And usually I do prefer a gamepad, especially for a game like this, but I mean, this game was like this is a PC port, so like mostly it was on, like it was originally intended for GameCube and PlayStation 2. So I don't know how they managed to make the gamepad controls so terrible, but there you have it. I'm moving around smoothly in this game just because I'm very used to it at this point. And plus because I had previous experience with it. Oh wait, this is a way into the forge as well? Well, where the heck am I going? Where's the other mold? Also, there's no shortcut to use antidote potions, so I always have to go to the menu to use those. You can't even bind a shortcut to use the antidote potions. Okay. Yeah, I'm playing this just because this is a game that I remember a lot from my childhood. And I was craving doing another playthrough of it, and figured it would make a good game to stream, so that's what I've been doing. For like over a month now. So did that dwarf give me like a hint where the other mold could be? Is it in this room? The other one was just in like a random place, so I don't exactly know where to look. I've kind of been like everywhere at this point, so I don't know where I'm looking, but
Now that everything is working, you need a mold of the treasury key before you can use the forge. The treasury key mold is kept by the throne. You'll need to find
it's by the throne.
to lower the throne if you wish to forge a new key.
So I'll just go back over where I was and start looking there. Hello, Elfie. Remember a Lord of the Rings game? So Bacon Sight says, I remember a Lord of the Rings game I played a long time ago that, like, I don't know how to explain the gameplay beyond Harry Potter PS2-ish. Have any speedrun tips? Well, there was a weird glitch I did earlier. I can try and do it again. Let me go back to the room I was in. And I vaguely, it allowed me to vaguely, what's the word? I knew it earlier. It was, do things out of order? What's the word? Yeah. I'm not sure why the word is escaping me now, but... Wiggle the stick in the lock to pick it. Sequence break. Yes, thank you, Elfie. I knew... that's what I said earlier, but... It wasn't a helpful sequence break, but it was a sequence break. Yeah, so... Let's see if I can do it again. It was pretty simple. You just climb this. And then... You just... Well, it's not working this time, but you get the gist, right? Last time... Rather than die, I continued to clip through that, all the way up through it. The first time I did it, I clipped all the way. Also, when was the last time I saved? Let's see if I have the key. Yeah, I have the key already. So let's just go try and figure out what I'm supposed to do. Sorry to kill you. No, it's fine. I didn't expect that was going to happen. But because the first time I did it, that is not how it went, but oh well. I guess it seemed easy, but I guess it was harder to recreate than I thought. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. How do I backwards long jump in Pizza Time Explosion? It's a good question. I was gonna say you can't jump at all, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I guess I refer to when you go back to the center in it as jumping, so... So you'd have to do that backwards, I guess. guess there's some crap up there that I didn't get. So I should probably go on the lift. You basically, I don't know if you noticed, but you basically have a long jump in this game. Okay, so the mold isn't like directly near the throne. It could be above it, I think maybe what he meant. So, and that's one place I haven't been yet is above the throne, so let's go there. Oh, as the Mario says. Yeah, Bilbo's quiet when he does his long jump. I think there's probably about an hour of this game left, which is probably about how long I'm going to stream then. Wahoo, as the Klonoa says. The speed record on 0% run in Pizza Time Explosion. Okay. Whoop. That was almost disaster, but we're good. In order to get where I'm going, I think we have to do the whole circuit of the lift. I think this is where to get close. We're gonna have to go all the way around. Oh wait, no. Wait. No, this is this room. Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way around. Freeman, as Dr. Kleiner says. We were just playing Black Mesa. So we were just playing the Gordon Freeman game. So we need to get over there, on the other side of this room. Which means I want to get off here. So I think I can walk there. God, this music is a bit rambunctious. The Gordon Freeman game, that is how I will refer to Half-Life from now on. Yeah. Ooh, just barely made it. Okay, music, I get it. Oh, here's the mold. I didn't have to go all the way. Oh, spiders, no. They poisoned me. I think I'm down to my last antidote, yep. They better not poison me anymore. Why am I beating them with a stick when I have a sword? Because I couldn't get the sword out fast enough. Spiders, for whatever reason, are the most common enemy in this game. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the enemies that we fought in this game so far have just been spiders for some reason. The Gordon Freeman game 2 was revolutionary on all fronts. The Half-Life series is free for the moment, not free to like permanently own. And I would like to play Half-Life 2 after I finish Black Mesa, but I'm playing through Black Mesa because I'm only playing it once a week, and like on days like today I only play it for like an hour and a half. So I'm not sure I'm gonna make it through the whole thing before the free thing is up. So, I mean, I'll pay for it if I have to, because it's not that expensive, but... Not anymore, at least, but... It would have been nice to play through it for free. What's the gameplay in the new game I'm making? It is, it's a 2D platformer. You can, it's gonna be sort of... It's like a fast-paced one, like Sonic. And, Biss is doing the engine for it, and they've got sort of Sonic-ish like mechanics built into it. So, and all the different characters in it are going to have like different moves that they can do. So it's sort of you chase the princess who has like a head start, and the main thing is that from clearing obstacles or defeating enemies, you get extra speed. Will they be able to spin dash? Not all of them. I think some characters maybe can have something like that, but yeah. And we have characters for that game that aren't announced yet either, so we're planning to do like almost like Super Smash Bros. Type reveals for characters for that game. So you can we're looking forward to doing that. But yeah, we started development on that game faster than I thought we were going to, because the game got, like, the announcement for it got such a big response. Like, bigger than, like, pretty much anything else I've ever made before. So I was like, okay, we got, like... It was going to be my secondary project to my my other one, Quest for the Eye of Newt. But, people are so big on that one, like, it's up to, like, 800 likes. So it's like... I was just, alright, we gotta start working on that now, I guess. We gotta bump up the priority on that one. So I've never had anybody be so interested in something I thought of. Yeah, Biss is working on the engine for it. Oops. They're almost done, so you might be seeing stuff from that game in the near future. It is a very collaborative project between the two of us so far. And Cassie's also collaborating on it. She did the music for Pizza Time Explosion, and she's going to be even more involved in this one, so... Everyone is very excited for that project, including us. I'm thinking of having, or for some more information on it, that is not how forging works. Yeah, I was pointing that out the first time we did that. It was like, excuse me? But yeah, so thinking of having it be, or because my original concepts for the game was a bit, I thought it was too much of just sort of a generic endless runner type thing. So I've been thinking of ways to make it more unique. So it's going to be less endless runner and more just sort of really fast platformer like Sonic type thing. Like I want platforming sections that like go up, and I want like wall jumping, that kind of thing. I mean, Sonic isn't exactly known for wall jumping, but you know what I mean. Less endless runner, more second runner. You thought it was going to be a point and click type of thing? 2.5 story-based cover shooter. Yeah, because the main thing I like to make is platformers. Okay, now we can make the other key. Do you like these definitely not rupees that Bilbo collects? Boy, there's a lot of running around back and forth in this stage, isn't there? Yeah, I'm thinking of having it so that the levels sort of go in chunks, so it's sort of randomly generated. But I have pre-made like chunks, and then have them be able to flow into each other, and they just come in a random order. And then basically, so you have a time limit, and your goal is to reach the princess like as many times as you can within the time limit, and it'll start giving you harder and harder chunks for the levels the more times you do it. More like a tile set sort of deal, yeah. How was I thinking of implementing them? Basically, the basic idea I had is that you have like certain chunks that are labeled a certain way, so maybe like A, B, C, D, something like that. So A chunks would be set up so that they could always lead into B chunks, and B chunks can always lead into C chunks, and so on and so forth. So that way there can be some variation, so that like each chunk doesn't like end identically. So that way, you know, so that way I can have more variation with how the stages flow into each other. And maybe I could mix it up a little bit more than that, even. Oops, because like certain chunks could maybe be compatible in like multiple different ways. To like further like make it so it doesn't feel like uniform, make it feel... I always like to do things like that make things feel more organic and keep you on your toes more than just totally just memorization. Here we go. As that's how I like games to be myself, so. Alright, we're about done here. Herringbone pattern? Go. Yeah, the game, other than that, the game at the, like, usually I announce games pretty far in advance from, like, when I have, like, them fully realized. I mostly just announce them as sort of, like, a motivation for myself. So, like, okay, people know about this game now I gotta make sure I finish it, you know? So, I announced it, like, before I had, like, a lot of the stuff, like, planned for it. So that's what I meant when I said I'm, like, bumping it up, because it's like, okay, well now I gotta like really plan stuff now. Like, people want to see this game. I gotta really figure it out now. It's a neat little way of setting up more organic feeling tile systems. Yeah, it just has to sort of like decide like what the next few areas are going to be ahead of you, so that, you know, you don't see them appearing in front of you. So it just feels seamless. Because another thing a definite thing I want is to have the screen zoom out more the faster you're going, so that you can see where you're going. Okay, I'm gonna try this glitch again. Get ready. See if I can do it for real this time. Nope. This is one of these things where I'm never going to be able to do it again, I think. The dwarves here have a big PS1 Hagrid feel. Yeah, I can see that. I hadn't thought of that myself, but now that you bring it up. You should have seen the human characters earlier. You want to make a Wario platforming game? Or Wario-like? Collect money and gain like different endings depending on the amount. Oh, I see. Ah, poop. So did any of you see the little gameplay bit I posted of Quest for the Eye of Newt? I have that one going quite a bit already. Like all the basics of that one are set up already. Okay, well in a second let me get that. I'm not sure I posted it on Mastodon actually. Oh, here we go. There we go. I did it. Did you see that? That's what I did earlier. Will there be cute fairies in it? Which one? Quest for the Eye of Newt? Probably. It would be of all of both of the games, they would be most fitting in that. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Okay, so on that note, let me grab the gameplay clip for you. I'll just link it in the chat. There it is. There's a little bit more progress I've made since this. There's the link. You know what? I think I can just show it on stream. Let's do that. Media source. I think I know how to do, I think I learned how to do that now. So let's go grab that. That'll be easier. Okay, so it should be in the other. And then, let's see. B, Q, no, not other. Captures. Sorry. Sorry for the delay here. This is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Here we go. Here we go. Oops. Whoa. There you go. So that's what the game looks like. So I have an actual jumping animation at this point, is kind of the main thing that has been added since I made this video. But that's how the game is looking so far. It's not so much room, so it's a twin stick shooter. Obviously I don't have the shooting part yet. But, oops. So basically enemies will spawn in on each, so there'll be these little islands, and enemies will spawn in on the island, like in waves, and you have to defeat them all. And then once you finish all of the waves of enemies on that island, then a little bridge will appear, and you'll go to the next island, and so on and so forth. That's the basic gameplay of it. And then there will be different areas. This is just the main one. Will just be different levels like that. And then there's boss battles. Yeah, pretty much. And there will be little eyeball enemies, of course. And all the bosses will be dragons, which is a detail that just... because I came up with that game in a dream. The visual style of it, and the title, and the gameplay of it.
The Arkan Stone, the heart of the mountain.
And one of the details was that all the bosses would be dragons. Alright, I think we're on to the last stage now. But by dragons, some of them were just like... one of the dragons that was in the dream was basically just a big red lizard.
Bilbo decided to stop the stupid and selfish war before it could begin. He took the Arkenstone as his rightful share of the treasure and gave it to Bard and the Elven King. They offered to exchange the Arkenstone for the gold Smaug had stolen from them. But Thorin refused.
Do you like how the subtitles for this are behind the the video?
Next day, a legion of dwarves arrived, led by Dane, and 3 armies met on the field of battle. Anger was in the air. The men had lost their homes and loved ones. The elves knew what it was to suffer under Smaug, and wanted to help the men rebuild. But Thorin would hear none of it. And so it turned to war.
Look at those faces.
All! Dread has
Gandalf.
come upon you all. The goblins of the north are coming. Behold, they ride upon wargs.
Gandly goof.
The leaders gathered for council with Gandalf and joined forces against the goblins. Bilbo decided
Look
to
at
take
Bilbo's
his stand
face.
on Ravenhill, among the elves.
The clouds burst.
Advances on the lakemen from behind.
God, look at the face on that elf.
This attack. We need someone to deliver Bard.
I'm an elf.
The battle is fierce and dangerous.
Who stands the best chance of making his way through?
I can do it. They can't hit me if they can't see me, and I'm faster than those ugly goblins.
You have completed your tasks, Bilbo, and I would rather not risk you to this terrible battle. But if you are determined to go, I will not stop you. Use
He's
both your
50%
ring
chin.
and your wits.
If we lose Bard, we lose the day.
Gandalf has the best model in this game, Shan says. Gandalf's message acquired. Time for sword. This part of the game is pretty short. Also, the game ends completely anticlimactically, as you will see. I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil that so that nobody's expecting much of anything out of the end of this game.
Goblins may love the stench of battle. The elves know there is no glory in all this death.
If we lose Bard, we lose the day. Good luck, Bilbo.
I wish I had
Oh, he's got his
some-
armor on.
Why is that, little one?
When my friends were locked in your cells, I burgled a few things from your halls.
You have more than paid for your trespasses, O Bilbo the Magnificent. I name you Elf Friend. May your shadow never grow less, for stealing would be too easy.
Okay.
It is a difficult task, but I know you can do it. Deliver the warning to Bard.
Look at Gandalf's sword that he's stabbing the hilt of into himself. Never mind.
The goblins have nothing but carnage and savagery. We will win this day. We must.
Must. Wait, there's tons of elves. We're gonna get lots of elf dialogue.
I will defend King Thranduil to the last.
Thranduil. Elflog. Elfalog.
I'm sorry, but I don't have time to talk.
Belfs. Okay. Fine by me.
The goblins are many, and we are few. I fear there's no hope of reinforcements.
So many tall elf ladies. Chuck stones at the elves. Shan, why do you have to make me cause such chaos? Unfazed. Unflinching. Took it like a champ. Potion's good. I want those. Ha! Take that, Shan says.
No time for talk, Hobbit.
No time for talk, you filthy hobbit!
Get to Bard, little one. You must deliver that message.
Yeah, look at that. He's like dancing. It's like, do, 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 do. He's listening to music that we can't hear right now. Yeah. Love that music. Also, is his sword? Are their swords just the same model as Bilbo's sword, but like stretched? Look at that. Yeah, that's the same texture. It's just like been stretched. Oh no! They just have a big sting. Oh my god. And why are they facing away from the exit? Yeah, that's a good question, Elfie. Oh my god. All helmets have lo-fi jazz playing 24/7. I have a feeling like at this part, like, you can tell when a game, sometimes when a game got rushed towards the end. I think this is a good case for that. This is a good case of game got a little rushed towards the end. It's like, oh, we don't need to make new swords for the elves. We'll just stretch Bilbo's sword. Nobody will notice.
Those goblins have us pinned down. Use your ring and get us out of here, Bilbo.
Use your ring and get us out of here. Sounds like voice from one of those stereotypical old like comic book cartoons. Oops. I didn't realize they had bad aim and were going to shoot me. More than rushed it. It was a 100-meter sprint. Yeah, this is the final area of the game, so we're gonna just tough it out to the end.
Those goblins have us pinned.
Those goblins have us pinned down, Bilbo! Rippin' pizza? Do I have to kill them? With a stick? I mean, why did I have to sneak? I mean, I can just kill. I've killed more goblins than this before. Yeah, that's easy.
You're a true warrior, Bilbo.
Why did they want me to use the ring? What was the point? I can just kill. You feel like Halo Reach was probably rushed? There's a lot of cut content that would have been cool. Like grunts riding giant beasties, but it didn't feel like every Spartan had their time in the sun. One that I always note for definitely seeming like they ran out of time towards the end was the Game Boy Advance port of Pac-Man World 2, which is a game that is very near and dear to me, because it was one of the first games I ever owned. But when you get to the end, like when you get to the final boss, or the final couple bosses, so the game uses a password system for saves, and when you get that far into the game, the passwords just don't work anymore. So you can't like save past the second to last boss. You can only save before it, because that's when the passwords still work. And then if you exit from the level when you're fighting the final boss, you get soft locked. Because you go to the world map and you go to a level that doesn't count as unlocked, and you can't move from it to the ones that are unlocked, and then you can't go back into the stage. If you try to go back in, it just spits you back out onto the menu, or spits you back out to the world map. So, and then there's some other things that are missing, like so you're supposed to be able to unlock like classic Pac-Man mazes based on like the themes of all of the areas in the game. And you get a little, it's called a Galaxian key. It's just the sprite of the ship from Galaxian that unlocks them in the town. And there's 4 buildings that all have the key marking on them, right? And 3 of them open and give you the maze. But then the last one doesn't do anything. So there's only 3 of the mazes instead of the 4 that there's supposed to be. And on one of the mazes that is in there, the background is like weirdly corrupted. Like inverted colors. So I feel like at the end they sort of ran out of steam. Is the last one just an unfound Easter egg or something? No, as far as I know, it's not in the game at all. Actually, somebody found a beta version, a beta cartridge of it, who actually offered to sell it to me, so I could do a video of it. But I didn't have enough money at the time for what they were asking. But it does have like a beta version of that 4th maze in it, which is gone from the ROM of the final version. It had a lot of funny placeholder sprites in it. I wish I had had more money at the time, because otherwise I would love to own that beta cartridge. beta cartridge is more complete. Well, in a way, I mean, the maze was unfinished still, but it was there. I need to stream that game again. That was the first game I ever streamed, and my audience now for my streams is quite a bit different than it was then, so I would love to go through it again. It's different and also much bigger. I've got a lot, like I've got like a whole like little community going for the stream nowadays, so it would be fun to revisit it. It would be the first game I'd streamed more than once. They just run over and then stare at walls? Is this a good strategy for a battle? Is if nothing's going on, you just stand in place and stare at a wall? Really? What was different? What do you mean? In the beta cartridge? If you want to see, I have like some pictures. Let me see if I can grab them. Should be in let's see. It was years ago, so let's see if I can even find it. Da-da-da-da. No, that's not the one. Somebody else. I gotta remember like who the person was that even sent me this. Should have been a long time ago. It was before these people. Too many people have messaged me over the years. It's like too long of a list here. That person. Not that one. Not that one. No. No, not that person. This one must be it. Aha, found it. This isn't going to mean too much if you've never seen what the game originally looks like. But oh, well, there's a couple that you'll probably still get a kick out of because it's like doofy little betas, like placeholder sprites. Like, look at this. Look at this sprite. You're imagining me flipping through one of the circular like phone number things? So yeah, it was basically the digital equivalent of that. Look at that little but look at that little sprite. That's beautiful. And then there's this one. Look at that. MS Paint be like, yeah. And that's an earlier version of Pac-Man there too, where it looked more pre-rendered. Because Pac-Man, so the first Pac-Man world on the Game Boy Advance, Pac-Man was just pre-rendered sprites. And then in this one they did a more like drawn. Oh, and there's a picture of the cartridge itself, which is kind of neat. One more thing here. Well, there are some beautiful sprites. Just beautiful. Look at this bear. Amazing. And then this here is the cartridge itself, which is very interesting to me because look at that. Like, it's a Game Boy. So this was a Game Boy Advance game, right? But look, the cartridge is like a Game Boy cartridge, like an original Game Boy or a Game Boy Color. Isn't that interesting? I've never seen a Game Boy Advance development cartridge before, so I don't so it's interesting to see. And it's got all the little spaces for the chips that you stick in there. So yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah, I would love to stream that game again. See if I can do it without save. I remember to save time, the final boss was so annoying. I ended up using save states to beat it. The one issue with the game, though, that I never noticed when I had it, like, as a cartridge, is that the music is, like, really, really crusty, like, crackly. You don't notice that until you're running it in an emulator. I think because the Game Boy Advance's speaker was so low quality that you don't notice. It masks the crackling. But when you run it in an emulator, oh boy, the music sounds awful. Never grew up with the GBA. The GBA was my first ever console. GBA SP. I had a SpongeBob one, actually. And it came with SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom on the Game Boy Advance. I'm thinking about refurbishing it because it's really beat up, and the screen has an issue where there's like white pixels permanently on along the side of it. And getting a new Game Boy Advance SP, specifically the version that it is with the backlight, is like $90 to $100, or $90 to like $120 to get one in good condition. But to get the replacement screen and a replacement shell, so basically just to, rather than get a new one in good condition, to just make mine be good condition, was less than 20 bucks. It was like about $18 for both parts together. So I think I'm gonna go for that and save a lot of money. Just repair it myself. So I always love watching videos of like little refurbishment projects like that. So I would love to do one myself. It's weird to think of GBAs as old, yeah. There we go. You know, Link's Awakening has like DLC? Yes, I do, because I've played the DX version. That's the version I played. I played it on the 3DS Virtual Console. Because that was from My Nintendo. They had a good deal on coupons, and I got like all 3 Game Boy Zelda games for like 10 bucks. So that was fun. I was talking during my Zelda stream about that. About Link's Awakening, because I think, like, Link's Awakening, I think is my favorite of the top-down Zelda games. Look at all this crap. There's an infinite amount of experience points you can get here because there's respawning enemies. My first home console was the Wii, which I actually got after the Wii U was already out. Because my mom didn't let us get a Wii U, but she let us get a Wii because it was only $100 at that point. Never wanted to spend how much the Wii was or the Wii U was.
Someone help me!
I have a very large collection of Nintendo games. I can show you a slightly outdated, or quite a bit outdated now, picture of my my game cartridge collection if you want. Since we're on the topic. That'll be a quick way to see all the Nintendo games I have.
I didn't think I was going to survive, Hobbit. Thank you.
I'm looking for Bard.
You'll have to go through there, but it's full of goblins. I'll help. While you run through the gauntlet, I'll pick off the goblins with my bow. Ready?
Do I have a choice?
I actually lost my cartridge of Pac-Man World 2, so that's not going to be in the picture, but there's a couple ones that I just forgot to put in the picture, but otherwise it's everything. I think it's missing Mario Kart DS and Mario Pinball Land are not in the picture. Let's see. Photos. Here it is. My whole collection of game cartridges. It's not quite my whole collection, but it is most of it. There you go. That's everything. All my Nintendo games on cartridges. So a lot of... mostly 3DS. 3DS is the console I have the most games on by far. I think I'm up to... so I use the website Backloggery to keep track of everything, and I think I'm up to 64 of just retail games on the 3DS, so... That's counting some like DLC stuff too, though, as like individual games, but... Yep. And it's even a little bit more than that. Why is Yoshi like that? Oh, that's Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, which has a motion sensor in it.
Have an arrow, goblin! And one for you, too! I've got you, Bilbo. Come on through.
Because it's got a motion sensor. You tilt the game. This level's fun because you're in like... I always like games where you get to be in like part of a big battle. You know, like this, or Hyrule Warriors was a good one. There's kind of a more obscure game that I really enjoyed. It's by Sega. It's if you've ever never heard of it, it's called Viking Battle for Asgard, which I've been thinking about lately. It had really fun, like, big battles. That was kind of its main deal. I enjoyed that. Like, the game kind of has mixed reviews, but I really liked it. I would come back to it someday. I guess maybe when there's a lull on things to stream, I could stream that one. Using tilt controls. Yeah, I've almost like fully leveled up now. Do you see how I almost have like full health? Like full amount of health that you can have.
What are you doing here, Bilbo?
What are you doing here, Bilbo?
A large troop of goblins flanks you from behind.
So, we have a party on the way.
Sounds nice, Shan.
Much thanks, Bilbo.
Cat hugs.
Now, get back to Gandalf. This is no place for a hobbit.
Oh dang. There's no place for a hobbit. You treat Bilbo like he's a child. I think I glitched him. Oh, well then I killed him. I was gonna say being glitched like that was a fate worse than death. But then he did get death, so... There you go. I remember playing. My only memory of Star Wars Battlefront 2 was playing it on a PSP, on a friend's PSP when I was at our Lego Robotics Club competition. When we were waiting to do the competition portion of it. We make our robots do their thing.
Yourself? Your passage back to the Elven King is blocked. Just follow this path and you will meet up with the elf Lyanna. Stay with Lyanna. She will protect you. I have other business I must attend to.
Hyrule Warriors did good big battles though, and that wasn't just on PC. Or were you talking about Viking Battle for Asgard? Only having battles on the PC version or something. I never owned a PSP. I only ever played those from friends. I played Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS, which should have been a new 3DS game because the only way to like play the game reasonably is on the new 3DS. But even then it feels a little bit held back. Because, well, and then they learned their lesson because when they did Fire Emblem Warriors, it was just a new 3DS game. But then I wasn't interested in Fire Emblem, so I didn't play that one. I have both a new 3DS and also we had a regular 3DS in the house. So I was able to see what it looked like on both. And yeah, you would not want to play that on a regular 3DS. It was it was very, very crusty. Nintendo really should have utilized the new 3DS more than they did. They seemed like they felt like afraid to. Like they made this new thing and then they're like, they were like wishy-washy about it. It's like, well, lots of people already have the regular 3DS and we don't want to leave them out, I guess. Like, so it was just, but then people who got the new 3DS were like, but what do we get now? Like, I mean, the stuff they did put on it was good. So I'm not complaining with what we got, but that's how I played through Xenoblade Chronicles. It was on the new 3DS. Waters of Vigor. Just gonna break by a gentle breeze. Wow. There was some games on the new 3DS or on the 3DS that had enhancements on the new 3DS, like better frame rate in 3D basically. Like Kirby Planet Robobot and what happened to this guy? He's having some trouble. Kirby Planet Robobot and Pucci and Yoshi's Woolly World both run better on the new 3DS. So that's nice. Plus, easier to use. I've always liked the 3D on the 3DS, so I definitely appreciated that on the new 3DS. It's much easier to keep the 3D in view. You don't have to just hold the system in one particular way. Bring him out of his misery. Even when you get your chalky milk. Can I blow stuff up? No, there's an invisible wall. Okay, where exactly am I going now? I've gotten all turned around. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. I was one of few people who liked the 3D on the 3DS. Didn't hurt my eyes or anything. Okay, I guess that's what I was supposed to do. So nice to get depth perception. Yeah, I heard a lot of people say their hands are too big for the 3DS. And then, so I have the new 3DS XL, right? And that's how I learned, that's how I first learned that I have very, very small hands, because that was slightly too big for me. I had to get used to it. The Nintendo Switch is slightly too big for my hands. I get uncomfortable holding it, because my hand's small. And that was another one where people complained that it was too small for their hands, mostly. Ladder switch lever. Well, what ladders do I put the switch on? This is the one you have and it's too small? Oh, yeah, for me it's a little too big. Would you believe? $666 worth of DLC for the new Dynasty Warriors game? My god. She's tougher than she looks. She's been holding off on these goblins for all this time. Just endlessly killing them. God, look at... She's a beast. Look at that. She's kicking ass. Where am I supposed to put this lever? What was that all about? Am I supposed to throw the exploding rocks at it? No? No? Okay. Should be done with this game fairly soon. I don't think there's too much more of this. My god, look at all of the experience points. I need them. Oh my god. Well, I can't level up anymore. So there's that. Oh, the Circle Pad Pro? No, I never had that. I never did any of the Circle Pad Pro stuff until I had the new 3DS, which just has that built in. Oh, I remember this part. Make like a Rube Goldberg machine. A small one, but...
Great work, Bilbo.
How did you get here?
I need to find Bjorn, but I need to hold this position. Tell Bjorn that Borg is advancing from the north. Bjorn is the only one who can defeat Borg. Bjorn is a skin changer and will be in the shape of a large black bear.
Oh, I remember the bear.
Bjorn, Bilbo. Go!
I mean, experience points mean nothing at this point. You don't know how you could play any Monster Hunter game without the 3D. I actually have Monster Hunter on the 3DS. I have it digitally. Because it was on sale for real cheap one time. I thought I'd try it out. Oh god. Oh! Well, I got out of there. I was afraid I was going to be glitched forever, but I got out. It was interesting. I didn't get too into it. I just... Whoa! Bilbo what? Bilbo... What happened? What the heck was that? What? But yeah, I felt bad fighting the monsters because they all just seemed like innocent little creatures. They were just like nice little dinosaurs. I didn't want to kill them. Okay, so I saved after I did this part. Let's not do that this time, Bilbo. Let's learn how to climb. Yeah, people were really happy when Nintendo announced that the Switch would not have region locking. Yeah, basically, if you're expecting a final boss battle or anything, if I remember correctly, this game doesn't have one. There's no final boss. Nothing like that.
Oh!
Nice work. Goblins.
That's the bear.
Evil lot. No goodness in them whatsoever. If you're an enemy of the goblins, then you're a friend of mine.
I'm Bilbo. I have a message from Gandalf.
I thought he might send someone a little bigger.
Bolg advances from the north. We need you to defeat him. Perhaps I can help.
What? What? What is this?
What you could do. Follow me.
So rude to Bilbo. At least people aren't as rude to Bilbo as they are to 9S. Gently scratches Mike. Okay, let's see. He obliterated the goblin.
Drop that bridge, Bilbo.
This is the last thing in the game, by the way. Dropping that bridge. That's it. No final boss, no nothing. It's just drop that bridge. I might be wrong on that, but if my memory serves me, this is it. This is the end of the game. Good job, Bilbo! There was never so many glitches in this game until we reached towards the end. The game got glitchier. Which just adds to my theory that it was rushed. Oh wait, this is back the way I came. For what reason would this be rushed, though? Like, this doesn't tie in with anything at the time. Like, this was the only Hobbit thing at the time being made. This doesn't coincide with a movie or anything. I don't know why they would need a strict deadline on a Hobbit game in... what was it? 2005? 2006? Something like that? I don't remember when this game came out. Again? Christmas? Maybe. Let's find out. When did this game come out? When did the Hobbit game come out? October 24th, 2003. So, it was not... I don't know. They could have spent like a couple more months on it if they wanted to have it out for Christmas. Or at least 1 month. Crunches in general. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know why this game needed crunch, but... scope creep, maybe? Like, maybe this was like a small development team and they tried to put too much into the game? Return of the King? You were 5 months old? Oh, you're a young one then. I was 9. I was 9 years old when this game came out. There we go, finally. Third time's the charm, I suppose. They just give you a platforming challenge at the end of the game, basically. I think there may be one thing after this bridge. And I think that's it. You were born in the 80s? Woo! Health, please. You like how the health in this game is mushrooms? Oh, I thought I killed myself for a second there. How did I get here? Whatever. '89 though, so you don't remember squat of it. He's Mario, that's why it's mushrooms. He's Mario. Yeah, and I was born 1996, so I only barely remember the 90s. Because I started forming memories a lot sooner than most people do, so I remember things from when I was 2. And 3, so I remember things from the 90s. Okay, this is the end section of the game now. This is it. So I mean, it's so there's a little bit of fanfare for the ending, but not that much. Or they have a big old heckin' wolf. Which I don't get to kill, I just have to get it so that the bear can kill it. I don't get to fight my own final boss. Or Bilbo doesn't get to fight his own final boss. Kill the mages. Climbing! You're the most baby. You remember things from when you were 3. Pictures helped me remember things from when I was that young, so most of my memories from when I was very little are having me, are me having my picture taken. Do you like how coincidentally these barrels just cause all of this stuff to happen perfectly? God, whoa, we got annihilated. Gotta go fast. How do I go over there? Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. That means that was too long of a disconnect. That means I'm gonna have to splice the video together when I upload it. Wah wah. Just means a little bit more work for me in the future. I don't know if this bar going down is good or not. It seems bad. I'm going to assume it's bad. Yeah, it was bad. What the heck? I remember this being tricky because you have to go like a certain route. Okay. You don't get to skip this cutscene, you gotta watch the whole darn thing every time. The battle sounds like putting away silverware. Yeah, it does. So I'm only getting these blue things because they're just showing me the way to go at this point. They like dancing. Doing their spells and dancing. Okay, I'm gonna carefully follow these. There we go. This is what I missed last time. Look at this heckin' thing. Oh, spikes. Sorry, Half-Life. Hobbit did physics first. Only in cutscenes. Pretty sure these are not actually simulated and are just animated. Really? This is just like a cartoon at this point. What? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Okay, I think this is the last one. It had better be the last one, because we have no time left. Again, do you like how everything just happens just perfectly? Somehow. What the heck? That did seem to be the last one. Excuse me? This one's the most over the top so far. Beautiful. And that ends the game. What was that face? That's the last action you get to partake in as Bilbo in this game. That's it.
Bjorn crushed Bolg, the Goblin King. The goblins were dismayed, but not defeated. Suddenly, Bilbo saw the eagles. But then a stone...
So happy that the ring was such a great item and used only for good.
The battle raged around him. A battle of 5 armies.
And that it was so useful in this final area.
But Thorin, king under the mountain, lay dying. He asked Bilbo for forgiveness. In his heart, he wished he had been more like the Hobbit, valuing food and cheer above hoarded gold. The old prophecies had come true. The dragon was gone, and gold flowed down from the mountain to rebuild Lake Town. Men, elves, and dwarves had a new chance to unite against future dangers. Bilbo bade farewell to his friends.
Bad farewell?
2 small chests of gold, and began his journey home. He had many hardships and adventures before he got back, but that's another story.
Bilbo did a lot of stuff on the way back home, but you don't get to see that or do any of that. Oh, goodness. That's it. That's the end. That's it. It just ends. I remember that from my first time through this game, where it's just... That's the end of the game. Adventures before he got back. Deep trenches, not important. That was a ride, yeah. I wish I valued food and beer above gold. About your child. I know what I said. Please rename Lake Town. Well, this was quite the game, wasn't it? For everyone who's been here for since I started this game, thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed this whole playthrough. Wasn't it nice of the stream to cut out with only 6 minutes to go, that I now have to splice back in and take forever to upload instead of just going through Twitch for 6 minutes? Great, thanks. But yeah. Whew. I'm glad I was able to get it done in about the amount of time that I thought I would get it done in as well. But yeah, you hope to join more streams in the future? Yes, I would enjoy that. You should definitely, not to toot my own horn, but I would definitely think that you should come see my streams. I might be streaming more tonight, actually. Biss has some Sonic fan games for me, and we might be streaming that tonight. Oh, did Bilbo make all of those drawings for the cutscenes? Oh, hi, Biss. I was just talking about you. Are you still wanting to stream tonight? I guess we can, like, jump right into that. Did a dream where a Dragon Ball Z voice actor signed my thigh. There will be a little bit of setup before we start with that. So, I'm going to end the stream now. And I'm going to call Biss and get everything set up. So if you'll sit tight for a little bit, we will be ready. Biss, we got like 3 Sonic fan games that they sent me that I downloaded last night. So, it should be interesting. It's been a while since we've done our Sonic fan game series, so I'm looking forward to that. And Cassie has not been feeling good, but the plan is still to play Super Mario Maker 2 and some Luigi's Mansion 3 tomorrow, if she's feeling up to it, so that's tomorrow. But yeah, for now, I will see you in a couple minutes. Thank you for the cheer, by the way. Yeah, see you in a little bit.